How you doing, guys? This is Mike from Mike Talks About on YouTube and ConsumerWatchGuide.com. Again, these videos can be found on YouTube under Mike Talks About and ConsumerWatchGuide.com. As I mentioned last week, I just got back this Rolex 5513 from being serviced. It wasn't running properly, so I had the movement serviced. Also, these 5513s have been extremely collectible, as with the rest of the vintage sports models with the plastic crystals. I am not a complete expert as far as these vintage models, so I'm just going to be putting up this video, just kind of showing you, this particular watch. I'm not as well versed as I probably should be in these vintage models. This one, I have the paperwork, the original paperwork here. Let me look and see box and paper, so that's kind of rare and cool. I actually had the original smoking papers, they call it, as well. I'm just going to look and see real quick what the serial number was on this one. It's 5513. Let's see here. I think if I remember correctly, it was from the late 60s. Let me just look at the paperwork real quick, put the watch down. It's a really breezy day here in Florida. You can probably hear it roaring and ripping up in the background. Let's see, here's purchased in the Virgin Islands. And it's a, is that right? 2.8 million serial number. Let's look at the actual serial between the lugs here and double check that. My reference. I don't know what. You can see this bracelet is very, very worn. Also, I don't know what happened right here. I don't know if this was an aftermarket job when they put this clasp on it. I'm pretty sure that this style clasp was not is not correct for this era. So I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like the latch is broken off. And again here, at the end of the clasp, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was modified or what happened, but nonetheless, this is an old, rare watch, so sometimes you're going to have those kind of odd bits. If I get this bracelet off, I can check the serial. Alrighty, yeah, 2.8 million, 2.8 million serial, and again, that's at the 6 o'clock logs with all the Rolexes. Let me just do a close-up on the dial so you can see it. Again, I'm not as well versed as I probably should be, so I can get this loop up there. You can get real close in the dial. It's not coming out just because I'd like it to. Oh, there we go. So, not sure if this dial's been refinished or not. Maybe some of you experts can give me a better idea if this dial's been refinished or not. But regardless, so 2.8 million serial would place this in the production time of, let's see here, we look at my list on ConsumerWatchGuide.com. 2.8. That would be that'd be about 1969. 1969. This particular watch would be made in. So again, one of the older, rare Submariners. As you can see now, it's running well after I've had it serviced. There's a bunch of different variations, gilt dials. So I think this is just a regular dial. Let's see, take a look at the back, and so there we are. And the crown. It's got the old-fashioned. Doesn't have any of the dots. It's just a regular old style Rolex crown. The bezel on this one rotates both ways, and it doesn't click. I don't know if that's just, seems like the older ones that I've had, I don't know if it just gets worn out or what happens, but or if that's just the way they were, these vintage ones. Again, it has a plexiglass crystal, and this one's been polished a little bit here. I can see a little scratch there at the 6 o'clock. Water resistant to 200 meters or 660 feet. There's no date on the 5513s or the 5512s for that matter. again, a very collectible, very popular watch right now. And these watches vary considerably. It's hard for me to give you exact range on what to pay. Again, if you're looking for a vintage Rolex, you're probably going to know what you're willing to pay. This one is in a little bit of a rougher shape. That bracelet's pretty rough. I don't even know if it's original to the watch, but I'm guessing around 4,000 to 5,000 probably for this vintage watch, considering it does have the original box and paperwork. Besides that, next week I'm going to be hoping to get a solid yellow gold Daytona with mother of pearl dial. I believe it's 2005 to review. So look for that next week. And this has been the video review of the 1968 vintage 5513 Rolex Submariner in stainless steel. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a comment on YouTube. I've been able to get back to them very promptly. So those of you who have emailed me via YouTube, or leave me a comment on one of the videos as well. I can leave a response on that as well. And chime in if you guys are an expert in the Rolex, vintage Rolex area, because again, I'm not as well versed as I should be with these vintage watches. So again, this has been the Rolex 5513. And check out the website, consumerwatchguide.com. There'll be a list of watches, similar watches, if you're looking to purchase one on eBay. So, till then, take care.